everyone. Welcome to this episode of the Web.Files. I'm Kristyn Burtt. Tonight we're at a hot Hollywood premiere. In fact, it's DailyMotion's first comedy called Squatters, and we're here for all of that red carpet action. Let's check it out.
In the city that never sleeps, Hank and Alex are looking for a place to sleep. They made a bet to live rent-free, but what they didn't know is what it would cost them. 3 rules.
No paying for housing,
No staying with friends.
and you can't leave Manhattan.
2 wise guys. 1 stupid solution to a housing problem. Squatters.
The premiere is like up and running. How do you guys feel at this point?
It's so cool, and Brendan will probably agree, to see all these people here for something we've kind of like worked on just by ourselves for a year and a half.
Tell us a little bit about the inspiration for Squatters.
I was actually couch surfing in Los Angeles when I first moved out here, and I came up with the idea. I'd actually been homeless in New York a couple times.
And you're not unfamiliar to web series at all. You were in Legend of Neil.
I was.
I like rainbows and puppies and sycamore trees, maple syrup and kittens and honey from bees. I like the sound of waves on the shore. These are the things I adore.
You recruited Sandeep and Tony.
I did. I reached out to basically everybody I got to work with here. I mean, I come from the kind of off-Broadway world in New York, and the kind of parallel to that is the web series world here, where everybody's kind of reaching out to each other.
And how about DailyMotion? Because you are their first comedy, first original one that they're helping to produce.
I know. So we got a call from DailyMotion being like, hey, we're about to do this thing called Compulsions. We're not sure how that's going to work out. It turned out great for them.
Huge hit.
And they're like, but we might want to talk about doing a comedy. Finally, we're online.
Stars aligned.
I know.
Fantastic. It's a lot of guerrilla shooting. Talk about how difficult and challenging that was.
Is that legal?
Yeah, we don't tell anyone.
The subways are in New York. Don't try it.
4 a.m.
Yeah, actually, I think my scene where I'm drunk and I entered the subway was shot probably about 4 a.m.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your character.
My character, I adore. I mean, it was written for me.
Not bad.
Yeah, she's just fun, you know. She's an up-and-coming lawyer, but it never comes up. She's smart, quick, and she likes this guy named Hank, but, you know, something's going on because he won't ever take her back to his place.
You helped get some of the funding because you work for Heidi, Frosty, and Frank?
Yeah. Toad Hop belongs to Frank Kramer. I produce the Frosty, Heidi, and Frank show. I am a talk show radio producer.
Slash actor?
Slash actor. I've actually been acting for a lot longer than I've been in radio. It's actually been the most educational experience of my life. They call it theater of the mind. And just the idea that you have to build a picture with words alone is completely different than any other medium.
You got Frank involved. I mean, did you start talking about the project to him and he said, all right, I'm on board? Or
Yeah, every now and then, I knew the guy had some money to throw around. And every now and then I would sneak out a line from the show and he'd be like, what's that from? And I'd be like, oh, it's this show that we're developing right now called Squatters.
It's really such a great crew and a great project that I was like, it's something I was always excited about getting into, but never knew anybody or how to do it. And so they've kind of like taken me into their wings because I got money and they didn't.
yeah, that's a problem in new media.
Yeah, so I'm
We
like
need money.
executive producer. I just write checks. That's awesome, and I get credit and I get all this stuff. So I created my own production company called Toad Hop Entertainment.
Toad Hop. Toad Hop.
Talk about what it's like being a radio personality with some new media aspects.
Love it. It gives us something. I mean, we have a 3-hour talk show to do every day. So, you know, having something new to talk about, especially having our producer, Eric Scott Smith, being one of the actors on the show, it's like one big dysfunctional family supporting everybody, you know? So it's just fun.
The level of talent that they have involved in this, and the people who write it with Eric and Brendan, and the people who are in it, and of course Frank producing it, it is really a level where we're talking network level. We're talking some genius level guys involved in this. So if Squatters doesn't go big, I give up on Hollywood.
Well, tell us a little bit about your role in Squatters.
I am a girl that gets duped into having Hank spend the night with her. I think that my character wanted more of a boyfriend, and he obviously just wanted a place to stay, and then I throw him out, so.
I play Larry Stein. I play Eric's boss when he decides to live at his office, and I'm impressed by his work ethic, and I see that he's there first thing in the morning and last thing at night.
He's working hard hard for the company.
He's working hard for the company, so I promote him over and over again.
He's just, a pedantic moron. He's an ultimate fighter and a bit of a wigger sort of guy, and he's just insane. He's obsessed with MMA.
I play Robert, who is kind of like the worst guy you'd ever want to work with. He works with Eric's character and kind of is the guy pushing him out of the office and basically making his whole life hell.
I'm a Hispanic maid. I work in the office. Basically, I don't speak any English, and I'm just around trying to do my job. And Eric's character, he basically falls for me, yeah.
My character's name is Hung. I'm a dry cleaning delivery boy. Well, I mean, actually, I do many other things besides dry cleaning.
What else do you do?
There's a laundry list of things I do. No pun intended. No, I meant that.
All right, Tony, you are no stranger to web series, Legend and Neil, and now Squatters, but I heard there's an interesting story behind how you got your role.
Yes, I was having beers with Brendan one night, and I told him I wanted to be in the show.
That's it.
And then apparently he went home that night and wrote a scene, and that was it.
Where's the most unusual place you've spent the night?
The London airport.
Well, I had to sleep in the airport.
Some random airport in France.
When I first moved down here, I slept in my car for a couple weeks.
I fall asleep a lot in my car.
In my car.
In a car outside of a police station after my friends had been arrested.
The beach.
On a boat in the middle of the ocean.
A boat? When I was a little kid, I used to sleep in the bathtub.
My own bathtub.
I'd say in a field.
In the parking lot of a hotel.
On the streets of New York.
On the subway.
I used to live in a buddy's laundry room in Chicago.
I slept in a sheep loft once.
I've slept on a sink.
Does the catwalk of a theater count?
On my boss's brick patio, I woke up with actually the masonry company's name in my face because I slept on the bricks all night.
I've slept on a toilet.
I woke up on a curb, like in the gutter. Like I just looked around and I just said, really?
There you go. You learned something here on the red carpet. That's a wrap from the red carpet on this hot Hollywood night. Be sure to check out Squatters on DailyMotion.com. I'm Kristyn Burtt. This episode of the Web.Files is now closed. We'll see you next time.
I'd like to see this. I'm glad I came here just to have you promote this to me.